guys, Veggie Gamer back, and we're about to check out Charles J. Thomas's Hazbin Hotel Hello Boss Videos for Nights. Today we got one very near and dear to my heart and his heart. Hello Boss, who was Moxie before I.M.P Theory Veggie Knights. That's not what it's just called. Hello Boss, who was Moxie before I.M.P Theory, not Veggie Knights. Very looking forward to this one right now. Moxie is my favourite character, as I think that many of you are aware of by now, if this isn't enough of a clue. But what was he before I.M.P though? I have no idea, guys. Again, this is the sort of thing where I really haven't given it a second's thought, and so I'm really looking forward to hearing other people's theory. I guess you'd say that he is a lot more... I don't know if he is more cultured, or he just likes to pretend that he's more cultured than other imps. But, I guess we might be finding out in this video, though, guys. He's definitely one who likes to do things to the book and, like, cares about things that most imps, you'd imagine, wouldn't give two balls about. But either way, looking forward to this. Link to the original video in the description. Charles, thank you very, very much for allowing me to do these reactions. You're awesome. Let's check out Hello Boss, who was Moxie before I.M.P. Before we get started, any chance to get this video to exactly 200 likes. And if there's any other videos that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments. Down there. Right. Awesome logo, as always. Okay. We're off.
Moxie is rather unusual compared to other demons in hell, and I'm not just talking about his questionable fashion sense. He has an oddly human sense of morality, and genuinely tries to be a good person. Truly suspicious behaviour. What made Moxie so soft, and more importantly, why on earth is such a kind-hearted imp working for an assassination agency in the first place?
Millie,
Those are the questions I'll be attempting to answer in this video. However, before I do, please consider supporting the channel by hitting that subscribe button. Many watch my content regularly yet don't subscribe. That's illegal. You're all going to jail unless you stop right now.
Sorry guys, but those are the rules. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
With that out of the way, let's start this off by establishing what we know for sure about Moxie.
I'm just going to pause it right now, guys. I apologise about the pausing. When I do reactions to animations and things like that, I don't usually pause at all, but these videos, particularly with Charles's, they pack so much information in that I need to be breaking up just so I can, like, make comments on things, because I'm going to forget them if not. I do think that it's to do with Millie, because we know that Millie is a psychopath. Even before she joined I.M.P, we established that in Harvest Moon Festival. That's what it was called, wasn't it? The fact that she wanted to, like, be a part of this very, very violent, crazy event and so on. So maybe he is just doing it to make her happy. But he's good at his job, though. And Charles never mocked Moxie's clothing choices ever again. I love his outfit.
Moxie's past. While we haven't been told much at all about his past, we do know that he was born in Hell's Wrath Ring, a fact that's explicitly stated by Moxie himself when assuring Millie's dad that he had some fight in him. Interestingly though, he doesn't say he was raised there. If he wasn't, it would totally account for why his attitude differs so heavily from what we've seen of other Wrath denizens.
Oh,
Perhaps
true.
an even bigger hint that he grew up elsewhere, however, is his lack of a southern drawl. Due to being more sophisticated than one may expect from the lowest caste in hell, an imp, especially an imp from Wrath, I strongly suspect he was raised in a city rather than a rural area. Within the city being what one may consider the slums of hell though, there's another city that I believe holds the answers that we seek. Of course, I'm referring to Pentagram City, the setting of Hazbin Hotel.
Interesting.
As you may know, Pentagram City is located in the Pride Ring. It's inhabited mainly by sinners, due to being the only ring that sinners are even allowed to inhabit for some reason. What you may not know about sinners though, is that they're incapable of procreating. They can't give birth. As such, it might be expected that the adoption industry is booming.
Sorry. Hey! Love me some Pentious. I apologise, guys.
Now, being humble country imps from Wrath, there's a strong chance Moxie's parents would have been strapped for cash. Needing the money, I believe they pawned Moxie off to an adoption centre in Pride, which I'm completely sure would be for profit and hell.
Wow.
There an overlord would adopt him. Either that, or he was just straight up directly sold to an overlord. It actually makes a whole lot of sense for overlords specifically to want children, as they could serve as some kind of successor were they to die in a turf war. So you might be wondering, if Moxie was raised by an overlord, why is he so nice? Aren't overlords inherently power-hungry and cruel? Well,
Can overlords not have children as well then? Because Octavia is still as an overlord. I get a little bit confused, guys. Because I know that Alistair is a human soul, right? This is where I'm going to get it all wrong. But Stolas at least can have children, presumably. That's... Moxie being adopted, my goodness. Vizarati's around here. There he is. That's the old style of Vizarati. I love this dude as well. You need to check out my original Hasbro Hotel reaction VEGGIEKNIGHTS, which is over a year ago now, which is insane. But yeah, I remember this guy had me shook for a moment. And here's that character. That cat-dog character, which I can't remember the name of. I apologise for pausing. Let's go back a little bit and continue. There's... That's not Stolas. I'm sure that Stolas is in this shot. In Hasbro Hotel.
A lot of sense for overlords specifically to want children, as they could serve as some kind of successor were they to die in a turf war. So you might be wondering, if Moxie was raised by an overlord, why is he so nice? Aren't overlords inherently power-hungry and cruel? Well, yes, to an extent. However, we know from Alistair that sinners can hold on to their human morals while still being an absolute fucking hypocrite. Alistair, for example, tries his best to act as gentlemanly as possible, canonically being chivalrous towards women and even young children.
Yep.
May I speak now?
It's entirely possible that this overlord foster family instilled human morals into Moxie, while also still being just as crazed and maniacal as any other overlord. The question remains though, why specifically overlords? Many reasons. For one thing, having been raised by overlords would certainly explain Moxie's proficiency with a gun. Being the son of an overlord, he'd definitely be raised to be a skilled fighter. Turf wars happen every day in hell, and you've got to defend yourself and your allies. I also believe that this is why Moxie is such a sophisticated person. With his foster family being rich and powerful overlords, he would have been very well educated. This would not only account for how he discovered his gift, music, but also how he gained such an extensive knowledge of hell weaponry. Alright, sure, but if he really does come from a wealthy overlord family, why would he leave them? I think that the most likely explanation is that they were killed perhaps during a turf war, by a weapon utilizing angelic technology. Alternatively, they could have been exterminated during the cleanse. Either way, Moxie lost his foster family.
I was dreaming my parents were being murdered, but now I'd like to go back to that.
Nice.
Since imps are
Completely forgot about that line.
And that he doesn't exactly have the heart to rule with an iron fist, there's a pretty good chance he was no longer welcome in Pentagram anymore, even if he was the chosen successor to an overlord. As such, I imagine it would be after this that he would decide to try and make a living for himself in Imp City. How would he attempt to do this? By becoming a musician, of course, and there's a few reasons to suspect this. While many people speculate that this is a butler's outfit, this kind of outfit is actually commonly worn by musical composers. Given what we know about Moxie, I think that's what makes the most sense. He has a strong affinity for music, and dressing as a composer is fitting for his highbrow sensibilities. Now, while Moxie is indeed talented, I believe his career never quite took off. His tastes were probably too highbrow for Imp City, or his messages were simply too soft. I mean, just listen to Millie if you want to see why that might be the case. Speaking of Millie, I think there's a good chance that she met Moxie through one of his performances, perhaps in a similar venue to Ozzy's. While the majority of Hell may not be ready for Moxie's unique brand of music, Millie seems to be absolutely taken in by his music's charms.
I'm sure that they didn't meet at Imp. I'm sure that they were in a relationship, and that's why I think that he probably did join Imp. It's because of Millie, because Millie was clearly born for this job. But not so much Moxie, so that definitely makes sense. Oh, she likes white wine. That's good. I like white wine.
Just look at how intently she looks at him while he sings.
In and out of the sack, she's the maniac for me.
I I think that Millie was probably his only fan, and that Moxie appreciated her right back because finally somebody understood his music.
Aw.
Putting the imp in simp. Meeting Millie before joining Imp himself also provides the perfect explanation as to why Moxie joined the organization in the first place.
I am so sorry to keep on pausing, guys, but I've got to say this now just in case it comes out to be true. Some people have pointed out that the silhouettes for the character... Oh, room 666. I never noticed that before. 667, so this one's 666. And Ward 13 as well. Gotta say this now, guys, just in case it turns out to be true. Some people did say that the silhouette on the teaser that we've seen for episode 6 of Hello Boss kind of looks like this guy. Gotta get out there just in case it turns out. I don't think it is true, but it does look a lot like him now. If you slow it down, it kind of does.
Millie loves to kill. Nothing gives her more joy. Plus, she's pretty damn good at it.
She's
As
great.
such, I think it was a no-brainer for her to have signed up for a job working for Imp before meeting Moxie. Being deeply in love with Millie, I think that Moxie must have chosen to join her in order to spend more time with her. He seems to have a kind of codependent relationship with Millie, and due to his fear of abandonment, as illustrated by this amazing crew-drawn image, he would want to ensure that he could spend all of his time with her. Not to mention, as he states in the song, this dude fucking loves watching Millie going on a killing spree.
It's like a dream when I hear her Veggie start to scream.
Weird fetish, but that's okay. We don't kink shame on this channel. Of course, Moxie would already have plenty of experience in combat back from fighting in turf wars.
Interesting.
As such, it probably wouldn't have been too much trouble convincing Blitz that he was a good fit for Imp. And that's how I believe Moxie became the Imp we know and love today. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to support the channel by giving this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more content like this, and don't forget to comment with your thoughts and theories down below. See you next time.
Awesome work, Charles. Awesome work.
Place.
So this really, I mean, that whole thing about him potentially being the adopted son of an overlord or being adopted at all is all very, very fascinating. I hope that we do go into these aspects of the characters. I was going to say particularly with Millie, but we kind of had Millie. I've said this before, guys. I do hope that we actually have a Millie episode, because episode 5 looked like it was going to be a Millie episode, but it was much more about Moxie again, and obviously Striker and all that sort of stuff. Millie does feel like she's the character who probably isn't going to get her own actual episode. I guess you could, to an extent, say that Spring Broken is kind of Luna's episode. Moxie's had a couple of episodes where he's kind of the focus, if you know what I mean. Obviously Blitz as well. I do hope that we have a Millie themed episode, which is actually about her. She saves the day, but the episode's never about her, though. Anyway, that's besides the point. Loving this theory about him being adopted by an overlord, all of these things, being in turf wars in the Pride Ring, is it? I do get very, very confused by all the rings and all that sort of stuff, guys. But it's lovely to see all the footage from Hazbin Hotel, though, because it just reminded me, it's been a while since I've watched it. It is so freaking good. Bloomin' Alistair. You can imagine Alistair and Moxie. The thing with Alistair, guys, is that he's clearly full of S. He's clearly putting up a front at all times. You can imagine Moxie falling for that. And, you know, he's wearing a bow tie and everything, so that would be an awesome twist, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. I apologize about getting all excited when I saw Simpendious, but it's been a hot minute, guys. I need to cover a Hazbin Hotel video from these channels which are posting these amazing theory videos, guys. I couldn't do a theory video like this, guys. For one, I talk for way too long. Oh, there's the Dover boys, by the way. You see, I'm not very good at theories, but I do notice things, guys. This is an old cartoon from the, I guess, the 50s? How old is the Dover boys? I'll be right back. 1942, guys. And if you were alive 10 years ago, which I'd imagine most of you were, you probably remember this guy being in all the memes in existence. A runabout! I'll steal it! Sorry, he's the villain from the Dover boys. So yeah, You get a couple of nice little things in Hello Boss and Husband Hotel. There's a cartoon in the background of Murder Family when Moxie's on trying to call the police on the remote control. Okay, Killjoy there. Well, guys, this was fantastic. Any video about Moxie, I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy. This, I mean, the thing you did.
Murdered.
What does he actually say?
Terminated during the cleanse. Either way, Moxie lost his foster family.
I was dreaming my parents were being murdered.
I don't want to be pedantic, guys, but that English, and I'm dyslexic, so I shouldn't know anything about English. That language would suggest that his parents are still alive. Because if I was Moxie, which that would be amazing. I was dreaming my parents were being murdered. If it was past tense of dreaming of an event which has actually happened, he's got a freaking platinum album here, guys. Where's Moxie's mixtape? I was dreaming my parents were being murdered. That is saying that it's not happened. The very specific English in that says that they are not dead. I was dreaming my parents were being murdered. Now you wouldn't say that if they already had been. But then again, they may already be dead. They just may not have been murdered. I was dreaming my parents were being murdered. Okay, this is what I'm talking about with the theory videos, guys. I look way too much into this. Obviously, that's I could be wrong there. But the wording of that suggests to me that they are still alive. But they still, I mean, they could have sold Moxie for any reason. I love these theory videos, guys. I'm actually in awe of them. How interesting theories can be brought out from what we've seen, guys. Because, like I say, particularly with Husband Hotel, we really know nothing. We've seen a hell of a lot of characters, but we're probably never going to know who half of them are. But I really am amazed by Charles and others who are able to put together these fascinating theory videos, guys. And I really am appreciative that, they're okay with me doing these reactions to them, because I would make them if I could, these videos, but they'd be an hour long and they'd just be stupid. My theories are so rarely right, guys. Outside of playing Danganronpa V3, my theories are usually completely wrong. Either way, guys, love every single one of you. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Charles onto something here? I would say yes. I need to start doing this. I need to start doing, a legs, no legs. I would say this theory has legs. I think Moxie's parents are probably still alive. But this whole adoption thing is very, very fascinating. And I am nearly 100% sure with him that he met Millie before joining I.M.P. Millie may have even been a part of I.M.P. at the time when they met. But then, would Moxie have the front that he has with Blitz, though? If you come into a work that your wife is already at, you're not going to be talking smack to the boss, are you? No, guys. You let me know your opinions on that in the comments. Still waiting for this guy to appear, guys. It shouldn't be too long. It's been over a week since we had the first gift, and so the second gift should be dropping any second now. I'll cover that and the Instagram posts as soon as it pops. Either way, love all of you. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. He's been Moxie. I've been a Veggie Gamer, and I'll see you next time.